Well, hello everyone, Texie88 here and welcome to another review. And now I'm taking a look at Super Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back, aka Super The Empire Strikes Back. Although a lot of people just ditched the from the shorter version of the title and just called it Super Empire Strikes Back, as they felt that this Super The Empire Strikes Back sounded a bit daft. So what we have here is the sequel to Super Star Wars, which I reviewed the other day, and this is based on the 1980 film of the same name, which was Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. So, taking a look at the option menu, we've got 3 different difficulty levels as in the previous game: Easy, Brave and Jedi, and the controls are much the same as before, though as you can see, they've added a password capability to this game, so you don't have to complete the entirety of the game all in one sitting, which can only be a good thing. Same programming team behind the first game, also responsible for this sculptured software. The game came out in 1993, although I don't think it came out in the UK until 1994. So, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. So this is beginning just like the films do, with the Star Wars logo and John Williams' music bursting through your lug holes, and as in the films, you get the introductory crawl text, and we're going to skip that. It's basically the same thing. If you've seen the film, then you know the drill. Or even if you've seen the review of Super Star Wars I did recently, then you know a nice bit of Mode 7 there. Bear in mind that for that bit, the Star Destroyer would have been a background, as Mode 7 works on backgrounds, and all the stars would have been sprites. And so, like in the previous game, you get these limited animation cutscenes to set the mood and explain what's happening. Although sometimes they tweak things to get them to work better in game terms. So here we are in the actual game, and we're controlling Luke Skywalker, and this time he's got a choice between blaster and lightsaber. And like in the previous game, it's largely run and gun, or run and saber in this case. And the first level's taking place on the ice planet Hoth, as you probably noticed, which is faithful to the film as well. And as in the previous game, in the top left corner, you've got that lightsaber as your health meter, and we've just mounted a Tauntaun. Now the Tauntaun has its own health bar, which is why the health swords meter in the top left corner suddenly lengthened. Echo 3 to Echo Base, come in. There's a meteorite that hit the ground near here. I want to check it out. It won't take long. Yeah, famous last words, Luke. Normally in a game or film, if someone says it won't take long, it either will take long or you'll never see that person again. Good old tropes, eh? So now we're mounted on a Tauntaun. Oh god, one thing I don't like about this game already is there's even more slowdown than there was in the previous game. I mean, there wasn't even all that much on this. Look how much that's slowing down already. And even that... Yeah, I've got shields. Well, when you've got shields, the only thing that can kill you is pretty much falling off the bottom of the screen. And yeah, definitely having that. There's no way I'm not having shields in this. Especially as when you're on the Tauntaun, a lot of these enemies seem to be too small to hit. Oh, great. And another thing I do like is the way that enemies can just knock you back when you take a hit from them. So another thing, as you probably noticed when I was on foot before I mounted the Tauntaun, is that you can actually do a double jump in this game, which is something you couldn't do in the previous game. Oh god, look how much that's slowing down. And why are some of these enemies so small? It's really hard to hit them with them when you're on the Tauntaun. God, this is really slowing down. I mean, this really is sloppy programming. And obviously, because it's snow and ice, you can slip on things. Oh God, my Tauntaun's going to die in a minute. Yeah, my Tauntaun's dead now. Its health bar completely drained. Probe droids. And another thing that's been retained from the previous game is that blooming shrapnel can hurt you. Well, that's a nice speech sample. That speech sample didn't happen in the first game when you picked up a Darth Vader head. God, look how much this is slowing down. Oh, I want that. So it seems like if you hit certain points in the sky, then you'll be able to. Yeah, I'm trying to enter the cave. Get in there, you dinkler. Thank you. So now we're in the cave. Oh God! And of course I get hurt by an enemy that came out of nowhere. Oh God! Can even particles of dust kill you in there? No! Damn you! I just slid off the edge there. As if the game wasn't frustrating enough. Oh, God. And you get pushed back by even tiny things like those quills from what... Oh. Oh. Can I go up there again because I get... No, it's not going to let me go up there again, is it? Oh, look at this. You just get... I'm just getting hurt by spores and blooming... You have to be careful with those enemies because they can if they fire their icy breath at you, they freeze you to the spot, and you have to wiggle the joypad or mash buttons on it in order to break free. And I'm nearly dead. God, look how much this is slowing down. I mean, I know I keep harping on about slowdown, but it really is a massive problem in this game. I need health. Pronto. Oh, God. Oh, thank you. I really needed that, but it's still not really enough. Oh, God, don't tell me you've even got respawning enemies. Yeah. God, that's a bit of a leap of faith. That's not very good level design. Leaps of faith are a real problem when... God, look how much this is slowing down. Oh, God. No. Oh, you cheap git. Great, if I take one more hit, I'm going to die. What? That didn't even touch me. I was nowhere near that. Oh my God. This game's definitely more frustrating than its predecessor. And the increased slowdown really doesn't help matters. Right, can I? Yes. This time I'm going to see if I can uncover anything. Oh. Well, oh yes. Powered up my blaster. Oh, look how much that's slowing down. Oh, God. No. Remember, you can slide off ledges in this hoth. Oh, you bastard. Let go. God. See, you're powerless to... See, look, I got killed by a blooming bird. Or whatever the hell that thing's meant to be. And there was a noticeable gap between it and me, so the hit detection's bad in this as well. Yeah, shame the game isn't massively impressive. Yeah, visuals and, you know, if you ignore the fact there's slowdown, the visuals and animation are really good, but... Oh, you bugger. Come on. See, look at this. This is so cheap. Oh, God. And the fact you can still get harmed by shrapnel and be pushed off ledges by tiny little spores from plants. Oh, you son. See, there was a noticeable gap between that animal and me. And yet it still managed to get me. Oh, God. I'm getting really pissed off with this game already. And to think that when this game came out in the UK, they were charged a whopping £59.99 for it. £59.99. Oh, God, bloody hell. Good job I had that shield, otherwise I would have died instantly there. Oh, God. No! Oh, no! Oh, bloody hell. See, look, this slowdown is horrendous. Oh, God. Of course, I'm getting killed by all and sundry again. I need some health. Oh, for God's sake. Well, that's Super Empire Strikes Back for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. You can see down there that it's giving me a password. So if I wanted to continue on in a future gaming session, all I'd have to do is key in that password on the password option on the main menu, and I wouldn't have to do those first bits again. You know, the bit outside with the torn and all that type. And the passwords would also inevitably acknowledge which difficulty setting you'd picked. But all in all, I'm not massively impressed with this follow-up to Super Star Wars. I mean, Super Star Wars itself wasn't perfect, but its flaws were far less of an issue in that than they are in this. Graphics, well, they're very good quality as you've seen, and for a game from the mid 1990s, and I can't really complain about the visuals or the animation in this. Both are of top quality, and they set the mood right, and you feel like you're part of the Star Wars universe, which is the ultimate aim of that. And even this picture of Yoda here is very impressive. The sound, well, it's still got the same problem with instrument samples being a bit muddy for the music, so the music doesn't sound as good as it might otherwise have done. The sound effects are very good quality, though, especially the sample of Darth Vader's voice going, "Impressive." Although that does great if you manage to pick up several Darth Vader heads. There's no telling when you're going to get them. You can get several in a row. You can actually, if you actually pick up a Darth Vader head before the previous one's effects have expired, you can actually multiply the multiplier like 2 times, 4 times, 8 times. Gameplay, though, well, as you saw, with the exception of the added ability to do a double jump, it's much the same kind of thing as in the first game. It's largely run and gun or run and lightsaber in most instances with what you saw, and it's the flaws that were prevalent in the previous game are even more prevalent now, and they really do adversely impact on it to a slightly more noticeable degree. The first, as you no doubt noticed without having to play it, is that this game suffers from slowdown even more so than its predecessor. I mean, even when there were just 2 of those furry creatures on screen, it slowed down to a crawl. Pretty bad design, and some of the levels aren't designed that well. There are points where I was doing leaps of faith, and the fact that there are some pretty tiny platforms you can get knocked off by speck of dust or a spore from one of those plant things or something, and you can still get hurt by shrapnel in this game just like you could in the previous game, and that can knock you off ledges as well. And the fact that the snow and ice is slippery anyway, that really doesn't help matters. So yeah, this coupled with the fact that it cost a penny short of £60 in 1994 money is ultimately going to count against my final rating. I'm going to give Super Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back 7 out of 10. It would have scored higher if it had been better designed, had far less slowdown issues, and wasn't so frustrating, irritating, had a bit more to bring to the table rather than basically doing much the same gameplay as in the previous game, especially at the price that was being asked for it at the time. Most Super Nintendo games back in the day would cost £44.99 or £49.99. Occasionally you'd be lucky and get one that was only £39.99, but the vast majority of them were in the £40 plus market. So to ask nearly £60 for this when you already had a game very similar to it which played a lot better, that could have been seen as quite a big ask, especially for people who might have wanted as varied a game selection as possible. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that review, and I hope to catch you on another video soon. Texie88 out.